What's up guys, it's your girl Sylvia. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys a recipe. It's actually my first time making this. Hold up. Okay, anyways, so as you guys know, I love enchiladas. I'm obsessed with them. It's my favorite food, and I came across this video of making some enchiladas, but they're a little different. I don't know, I'll explain to it as we go. They're also green enchiladas, but they have poblano peppers in them, so, and crema, so I guess that's what makes it a little bit different. And other than that, I believe the process is pretty similar. I briefly watched it and I was like, ooh yeah, I gotta try it. And I didn't even finish watching the video because I came in here and wanted to try it. So we're just gonna wing it and see how it goes. Okay, so first things first, in here I have 2 big chicken breasts and there's nothing else in it. I'm gonna add to it. Over here I have some tomatillos. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, some medium, some small. And then over here I'm roasting some poblano peppers. I will remove the seeds and stuff once they're like all nice and soft. And then I have some serrano peppers, and the thing is, I never know how many serrano peppers to use because it's always a hit or miss. Like sometimes they're really hot and sometimes they're not. Like I don't taste anything, and I like my salsa pretty hot. So we're gonna see how this turns out. Okay, so to this I'm going to add 3 big cloves of garlic, and I add a lot of garlic because I also use the broth of this to make my arroz, well, my rice, and then whatever I feel like I have left or I want to use, I will add it to that. Going to add some onion and roast these until they're all soft, and then you just keep flipping. So when it comes to seasoning, I'm really big on seasoning. I feel the more flavor the better. That doesn't necessarily mean salt, it means season. So here I have some caldo de pollo cubes. These are like the chicken bouillon cubes, if it will focus. So I'm just gonna put a couple of these into here. Like I said, I use the broth also for my rice, give it extra flavor. I think I'm gonna add another one too. I'm gonna add 3 of them. Alright, so that's 3 of them. My caldo right here, I'm gonna add some adobo seasoning. Honestly, what's in here? It's salt, granulated garlic, and some oregano, black pepper, and turmeric. So Goya adobo is a must. And honestly, I'm sorry I cannot give you guys any measurements. I don't even measure my own stuff. I just kind of eyeball it, and I always taste my food. You're never gonna know how your food's tasting if you don't taste it. But I do that later on towards the end just to see whatever it is I'm missing or what I need to yeah. And some salt. Do not be scared to use salt. Like I said, you need flavor, and the chicken has to absorb all of it. And so I have the chicken on like a kind of lowish, because if you have it too high, it'll get like real hard and like tough to tear. So I have it on low, and I'm gonna let that cook, and we will go on from there. So the last thing I'm going to add, and that's the thing, when I cook, sometimes I want to just randomly add things, and so that's why I never really have like a full recipe, because I cook different a lot. I'm always experimenting new things, but my roots are very like Tex Mex, so I wouldn't be myself if I didn't add some cumin to it, and there's barely anything in here, so I might as well just use it. And you don't want to use too much. This is completely optional. Some people like it, some people don't, because it has, like I said, a very distinctive taste to it. So if you do use it, you don't need a lot, because a little does go a long way. And there's barely anything in here. So I'm just gonna finish it off so I can throw this away. And now I'm gonna cover it. Damn it! I forgot the black pepper. Add black pepper. Now you can cover it. Honestly, I don't even know why we really buy these things. It's just because it looks cool and it's fun to do this little gravy thing. Damn, it takes forever to get out. To that, add onion. Okay, so as I've told you guys before, I like to constantly be doing something just so I can get the process done faster. So with that being said, turn the other burner on, move this one over, and add a new one. This is what we're going to use for the tortillas to get those out of the way and done. Okay, so tortillas. So we're going to wet the tortillas, a little bit of oil into this pan, just enough to coat the bottom. I'm really risking it here because right now is not the time to be using this many tortillas because they're limiting it to like 1 pack per customer. They tripped it. So once this oil is nice and warm, then you'll add to it. So I'm just going to wait until it's warm. Still rotating these things, and damn, they're hot. Oh, the chile serrano's done, so let me take these. Okay, so look, so last night I made some tacos and I also roasted these for a different salsa that I made last night, and so I have these as backup, so just in case it's not hot enough, I got 2 extra ones. Like I said, you never know how many to use. If you like it hot, then it's always good to have some on the side just in case. I'd rather have extra than not have enough because then it just sets me back and I gotta start all over. Okay, so to the side of me, I have my little plate here that I'm going to use when I'm done with the tortillas. You guys already know how I do this. I use a spoon and a fork. You cannot use 2 forks because then it's just going to break the tortilla. So this is the method that I like. You know, it's really up to you. Okay, so once your chiles are nice and soft, as you can see, you're going to put them in a little plastic bag. We wrapped in a Kroger's bag today, and then leave them in there for like 5-10 minutes, something like that. Just long enough, and then we'll come back and remove all of this off. Brown peppers are off. We're going to move this over. Alright, so these have actually been done. I just had them chilling on the side here. I'm about to remove it though, and we're going to put it in the blender. My chicken is all done, so I'm just going to leave this here for it to kind of cool down, and we will shred it once it's all cooled down. Alright, so in here we got the chiles. They've been sitting for a hot little minute. So we are going to start removing the charred part. And honestly, sometimes I like to keep it because I kind of like that charred flavor, and sometimes I don't. Today I'm not going to. So just remove all of that, however much you want, from the chiles, and if you want, you can also remove the seeds from the inside. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so I decided to remove the seeds like that. It's really easy because this is super soft, so you can just kind of go in there and scrape it out. I'm not super picky about how much. Like, I don't want to remove all of them. In here I put both of the chile poblano, and then I put the tomatillos and the onions, the ones that were boiling. And to this I'm going to add some, just some, little by little, of the chile serrano, and then I also have a clove of garlic here. Okay, so to this, right next to me I have my that I use to boil my chicken. If you do not have this on hand, just put a little bit of water and the chicken bouillon cubes or caldo de pollo seasoning. That also works. Like I said, I just like to have seasoning everywhere, and since I have this, I make use of what I got, and why not get the original flavor from the chicken. And it's a little hard to do this because I'm left-handed, so give me just a second. So we're gonna put a couple spoonfuls in, maybe like 3 of them. Some cilantro. Alright, so this is where it gets a little interesting. So watching the video, the key ingredient is adding crema. And I love crema, so we are going to add some. Honestly, there was no specific type, so I'm just gonna use the type that I like, and you can do the same with yours. That looks pretty good for now, and we will taste as we go. I like my salsa to have that kind of limon flavor. So, dang it, I'm left-handed, so I'm over here working with my right hand. Anyways, so we're gonna add some limon to it. This is only half of a limon, that should do for now. And then we're also gonna add some salt. Okay, so my chicken is already shredded. It's taking me forever to shred it, but anyways, we're done and here we are. And I like to leave a little bit of the chicken broth inside of it, that way it just stays nice and moist. Not too much though, but just enough to kind of coat the chicken. And once I put the broth in, I also season the chicken as well. I season it with this, some salt, some pepper, and some garlic. Okay, so onto the side of me, you can kind of see it. I have my pan right here. I put a little bit of sauce at the bottom so the enchiladas don't stick. We're gonna start off with each tortilla, and then we're gonna fill it with the chicken and some cheese. There's also a little bit of cheese in here, and then we'll fill up the whole pan. Okay, so as you can see, they're all nice and rolled, and at the bottom there I put the salsa at the bottom because I don't want these to stick. And now I'm going to cover them with more salsa, and voila. Now you're gonna pop it in the oven. I put it on 400 because you just want it to get nice and golden, melted on top. Oh my Jesus, this looks so fire. Enchiladas are done and I'm going to try them. Honestly, I'm kind of waiting for my rice to be done, but for the sake of this video, the main thing is the enchiladas, so I'm just going to try them now because I'm starving. Never had these before. This is my first time making them like this. I tasted the salsa when I was blending it in the blender and it was so bomb. So let's just, looks so bomb. Oh my gosh. Oh. Wow. These are bomb. But these are so bomb.
Are they?
Yeah. They're really good. You want to taste that?
Not yet. Not until everything's ready. That's good.
This bomb.
Is that one going on YouTube?
Huh? Huh?
Is that one going on YouTube?
Yeah. All of them are.
The tacos one too?
Yeah. Alright y'all, that's it for this video. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Bye.